From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Gallen. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity, as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Ariz stands in. On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And that'll do it. We're midway. Back now in Toronto. And today's starter, Braxton Garrett. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Brennan makes the grab, 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Jimenez leads off first with 1 away. Line drive. Mesa puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Runner takes off. Cut on and missed. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Jay's second inning set to go. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Guerrero tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Joey Bart now. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Popped up. Clement on the run towards the line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Goes to second. Safe there.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Clark stands at second with 2 gone. In the air to left center. Steer sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that is that. Miami strikes first on the solo homer. Back here at Rogers Center, here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. The throw in, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed.
And there's a hit. Rooker headed for the plate. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Stepping in, Ernie Clement.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in, right?
Line drive, and a base hit. Varsho rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. And right back to the mound. 1 at second. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Andres Jimenez. On the ground. To first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And down on strikes. And there's one away. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Yeah, the batter now, Victor Mesa Jr. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Hauls it in to end the inning. And the Marlins set for the bottom of the third. Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-2's the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one pulled foul. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Got all of that one. He sends it out of here. His 33rd homer of the year. It's 3-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. 3-2 now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. One down, base is empty. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Steer makes the grab. And there are two down. Next is the designated hitter, Heston Kjerstad. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's not. Bottom 4, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce, and they get the out. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. And a 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Now a screamer into the outfield. Mesa hauls it in, 2 away. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Line and a base hit into right. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 on 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and now they trail by 1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But
that's out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-3.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
1-2 now. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And a pitch. Movement in the Marlins bullpen. George Soriano getting loose out there. Cronin getting cranked up as well. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better.
George Soriano gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Jump throw across his body. On the money. Nice play.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with one away. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. This one high in the air to left center. Mesa sizes this one up, drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. 4-3, they take the lead.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. He's got it, and that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and he popped it up. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Man at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Sneaks through, base hit. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 4-4. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. Kerstad, the runner at third. Pauly at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 4. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Spencer Steer. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him! And 1 gone. And now, Alejandro Kirk. Tied at 4. Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
Struck him out looking.
Now pitch
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Tied at 4. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Go ahead, run on base. And now here is Victor Mesa Jr. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And there's a hit. Here comes the throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Double play ball to second. There's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ronnie Enriquez. Now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out to short. Shaw. Slings to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So up next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So it's no run. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Burr.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Go ahead, run on base. This is Joey Bart. 1 away, tie game. Go ahead, run stands at first. Next offering way off the plate.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Graham Pauley. Inside. That's ball 2. And a big swing and a miss. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On to Jimenez, and that is that. So no. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Nardi.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
So digging in, Spencer Steer. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And out of here. A laser to left. His 4th home run of the season. It's 5-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
So up next, Ernie Clement. Down the right field line and a base hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off. The other way, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Man on second, 2 down. This to third, Norby. Fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
These are the spots relievers really
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And the tying runs at second base with a double. And now the shortstop, Matt Shaw. Ground ball, left side, Clement. Now one gone in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So they're down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Victor Mesa Jr.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. This could end it. Swings and misses, struck him out. Throw to first, ball game. And the Blue Jays take the series opener here at home.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels...
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Shane Sasaki, the next to hit. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here comes Luis Arraez to the plate. If you're looking for contact, this is your guy.
Yeah, and if you're looking for batting titles, he's also your guy. Arraez is the first player in MLB history to win 3 straight with 3 different teams. The Twins.
Runner on the go. Strike in there.
No, he's
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So one hit. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Brady Singer.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 1 out. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a count 1-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slider. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Heston Kjerstad. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Francis was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Misses inside. It's 2-2.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is down low.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 down, bases empty. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Dane Myers getting ready to hit. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning. So digging in, Christian Campbell. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Throw to second. Out there. And that. Back now in Toronto. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. And that one ripped to left. Myers makes the play, and that. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Matt Shaw. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position? No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get. Ouch, that one got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Luis Ariz stands in. 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Top of the 3rd, no score. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton rushing. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Here's Andres Jimenez. 1 down, base is empty. Well struck left field. Myers raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
Shaw brings it in for the 3rd out. Francis winds and deals. And a foul ball. The 1-2. That one the other way. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Heston Kjerstad, the next up for the Marlins. And there's the strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Stays alive. Popped in the air, left field. Steer hauls it in, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Joey Bart swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Line drive, makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Rogers Center, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Into center and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Anthony Santander will hit next. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Off balance throw in time. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His 13th home run of the season, and they lead it. It's 2-0.
The crowd is going crazy after that swing. They're loving it.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Still only one out here in the inning. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. The rise makes the grab, and that's the inning. That one misses. 2-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Now it's the runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike three. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, here is Addison Barger. That one lifted to left. Myers makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and there's two away. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the sixth. The other way, and that's a fair ball.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
3-2.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Runner at first with no outs here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. This is Joey Bart. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
They limit the damage here. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Here's the pitch to Adames. That's hard hit on the line. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Vladdy hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Movement in the Marlins bullpen. Declan Cronin up and loosening in the pen. Enriquez also getting ready. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Shaw for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now the Marlins manager out of the new pitcher in the game, Cade Povich.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Dalton Varsho. The pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So digging in, Spencer Steer. Here's a 1-2. Down and in, moved his feet. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Matt Shaw, the next up for the Marlins. That one in for a strike, 2-2. The Blue Jays leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next, Will Brennan. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Shane Sasaki, the next up for the Marlins. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. This one smacked out to left center. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norton. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. That's long gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-3. That's their third home run. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Paul Sewald.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, two down. Joey Bart digs in now. And it stays fair. Kerstead coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. That one fouled off, 2-2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped. Myers going back. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Left field. Myers makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Now it's the second pinch hitter coming on. Cooper Bowman trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. And that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
And makes the grab. 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Matt Shaw. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Will Brennan. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Declan Cronin.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And a 1-2. Line drive, speared at first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Guerrero is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. That one ripped left field. That's back. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, and in there with a double off the wall.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
Ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
This one looks like trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 8-3. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Bart leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the ninth. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. This one smoked out to left. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And the leadoff man aboard. And the batter now, Spencer Steer. That to right. Brennan makes the play, and there's one away. So digging in, Addison Barger. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. The double play ends it right here.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And on the mound today, Matt Waldron. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
First and second. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Hits the fence. One runs in. Now it's going to be Connor Norby. Norby went deep in his most recent game. Kicks and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he got her swinging with the knuckleball there, and I feel this hitter's pain, Boog. I just have nightmares about the times that I had to face Tim Wake.
Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, center field, Varsho. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Edward Cabrera.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Willie Adames stands in. Chopped out towards short. Handles, throws to first, and they get Adames for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Out to short. Throws across the diamond, and the Blue Jays go down. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Steer makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Clips the corner. It's 2-2.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, bro. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Matt Shaw getting ready to hit. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Steer makes the catch, and that'll do it. Marlins add another with the solo shot. It's now 3-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, Anthony Santander at the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Base knock center field. And now two aboard. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. Now at the plate, Spencer Steer. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Brennan snags it. Both runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and now just a 2-run deficit. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Foul ball there. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. On to the third inning, and at the plate for Miami, Shane Sasaki.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Arise, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Got him way out in front of the knuckleball there. That thing just floats and dances to the plate, and as a hitter, kind of feels like it'll never get there. You've got to try to find a way to stay on that back leg and just let it travel as deep as possible. Tough to do, though.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. And that one in the air center field. And there's 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Start of the 4th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joey Bart. And they'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Barger makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Graham Pauley. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. At the plate, Dane Myers. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Back up the middle and a base hit. And up next for Miami, Matt Shaw. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner on the move. And that one hammered. And it hits the fence. Coming home. He will score. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
That misses, and the count's full.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game. It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
He's got it, and that'll do it. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 4-1 ball. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. And he chases a high fastball there.
1 ball.
Nobody out.
2
Runner at
strikes.
first. And a ground ball to first. Slides for the stop.
Out.
There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout.
Out received.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Angel Bastardo.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lifted in the air, out to left. One up, one down. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the top of the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. And now here's the Marlins DH, Heston Kjerstad. Here's Joey Bart now. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole, even though it's right there and looks pretty good.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, and now it's going to be Spencer Steer. And that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing to it for the Blues. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That one the other way. Nice grab. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Yeah, that's fouled off. One out, base is empty. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Marlins set down. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Miami's bullpen with some action. Ronnie Enriquez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Soriano warming up as well. In the air, left field. Myers puts it away, and there's one down. And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. One down, base is empty. And Willie fouls one back. That one 95 to finish him off. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. That ends the inning. And we're back. Leading off, Will Brennan. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
You know, these Marlins digging into their numbers.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one hops against the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Zips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rooker should have this one. And it's caught for the out. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. The run comes in from second, and they're up by 4. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ronnie Enriquez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Rooker having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That's not coming back. He circles the bases, his 14th of the year, and they inch closer. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Digging in, Dalton Varsho. And that drops in for a strike. He goes down looking. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. And that's the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Varsho sizing this one up. 1 away. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to first. Got the out. Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. That one misses in the dirt.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. And up next for Miami, Matt. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Nardi.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball and a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
This one popped up. Brennan, long run on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Here's a run scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that's way high. And it's 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Base hit, and now 2 aboard. Here comes the skip. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jesus Tinoco.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
The tying run at the plate. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. Gone! His 12th of the season, and we have a tie ball game. It's 5-5.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
2 strikes.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. 3rd out. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 5 apiece. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Will Brennan. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Go ahead run on base. Shane Sasaki now at the plate. Barger. Feed to second, that's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. No outs, runner at first. And here is Dalton Varsho. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Tosses to first, 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting 1 out of it.
The winning run on second base. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In comes the winning run, and the Blue Jays get a walk-off win, 6-5.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Six 6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, two of the best teams in the game square off. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that's...
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Cal Quantrill. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at-bats.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. First and second, no outs here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Brandon Hinkle next up for the Braves. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Chris Sale. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
One and two now, Sale. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw into second, the tag, and they got him. And that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Here's the veteran first baseman, Matt Olson. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And now 1 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Jared Kelnick. Hit on the ground to short. Adames. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. There's a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Ripped to short. Zips it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Caught him looking for the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right.
Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kelman sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's 1 down. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. On the ground, out to short. Bichette whips it to first. 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman. That one the other way. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back on to the 4th. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. And there's a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Yep.
And he takes it himself for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Hinkle. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Has room, and he makes the catch. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for it. That's a laser base hit. Now a long throw home. But it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Here's a 1-2. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. Willie Adames stands in. And Sale deals. Runner takes off. Throws, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make
dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores from second. It's 1-1. And they throw on the brakes at third with no intention of testing the strong arm in right. Dylan Lee, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Anthony Santander at the plate.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Strike two.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Got him swinging. Two gone. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now a chance for Dalton Varsho. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Upstairs. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that eats him up. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Fights it off, he'll see another.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Line drive, down the line, and it's foul. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just...
Clement. The throw to second is offline. Two on, 1 out. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jurickson Profar.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Ball to strike. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Takes it in for the out. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen. That's it out. Cooper Bowman next up for the Blue Jays. And a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. The other way. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. On the outside corner, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Strike three. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts. Back now in Toronto. Here's the third baseman, Brandon Hinkle.
Right through there for a strike. This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's Matt Olson.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. On the mound now, Josh Staumont.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. It's a bomb. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. His 13th home run of the season, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. That one the other way, and out number 1 on the grab. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Castro also throwing. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Slice to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 2 away. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Acuna settles under it. And here's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Stays alive. The Braves trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Clement. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away. 1 out, runner at second. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 away down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Pierce Johnson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And he swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Bichette on the run, sends it over to first. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. In the dirt.
1-2.
Outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Johnson fires. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pierce Johnson fires. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one.
He's out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball four.
Lifted in the air, right field. And there's one away. Brandon Hinkle next up for the Braves. Fought off foul. Now a fly ball to right center. Varsho gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here is Austin Riley. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over. So no runs in the back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Ryan Walker.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
So up next, Brent Rooker. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Throw on to Olsen, and a couple of quick outs. Dalton Varsho will hit next. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th.
Count's full.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count.
Got him, and that's the ball game. And your final.